Hello, my dearest ladies and gentlemen, the beauty watchers of City Skylines, Rozevines. Right, so in this episode, quite actually obvious. And some of you might have realized right from the beginning, I actually did not make any changes to the motorway systems, as I actually promised to do so, but there's a reason behind that, and the reason is because they're actually not that bad. I mean, the layout's actually pretty neat. The roads are quite straight, and obviously, I honestly rather don't have anything to complain about. But the only thing that right now we have a problem with is probably the fact that there's not enough educated workers. Now, I don't really see what the problem with that is, because if we go into the education system, I think it's just a matter of these people having to wait to get educated. But the elementary school is quite nicely covered. High school, it's quite nicely covered as well, but there's not much eligible people. University, I don't have a university, but that's going to be in the future because we're going to be probably making something like a university plaza sort of thing. It's all up to the future, but for now we really kind of need to be concentrating on the actual basics of the game, so getting our industry, commercial, and residential zones correct. Now, as far as I can see here, now we have some office area, but I think we should have more, really. So, my office area, alright, yeah, and I also didn't do any of this kind of stuff, because I really wanted to time-lapse this kind of thing, but I don't think I will have the pure opportunity to do that, because I don't really know how to use the software from the editing, the Cyberlink. So I think I'm just going to stick with what I've got. Now, I know I did this road straight last time, coming from that road, but I don't think this kind of thing suits me. So I'm going to be making it with a 90-degree angle from that road, if you get what I mean. Because, I don't know, it just felt like this was just too far away. This place, in fact, this whole place was just too far away from any kind of highway. Or rather, yeah, it's a highway, isn't it? Yeah, I honestly, 6-lane road with decorative, nope. I think it's just, yeah, it's just a large road, isn't it? Medium road and highways. And this city is kind of handling good. I'm not complaining. I think I'm just going to slow it down because it kind of makes it look a bit more smoother with the 25 FPS, which is quite deadlock on. Oh, okay, now it's kind of going up. But the FPS is not really that great. I don't have the best of GPUs, but that's alright, because that's not really what's stopping me. Now, what is stopping me is this basically game, and so far I don't think there's too much of a hassle with actual traffic leading from the industry towards the motorway. But in the future, as far as I know, I think there might be issues, and these issues are generally going to probably be because there'll be just too much load on that one road, and this the trash incineration zone, I'm probably going to have to move somewhere else because there will be too much backing up going here when the trucks are sort of departing and coming in. So I'm probably going to have to reposition that somewhere else. I don't have a clue where for now. But I think I'm going to think of something in the future, but right now it's not really much of a problem. As you see, there's quite fluent traffic. There's no problems on the roads, so I'm absolutely fine with that. Now, yeah, we kind of do need more industry, as we can see here. Now, what is this place? Because I know that there was some sort of... Alright, it's just a forest. Should we make a forestry here? It kind of feels like a nice place, so... actually, you know what? We should probably make this place a forestry. I mean, it would be quite nice. I would not complain about that. So, let's just zone that area with some forestry, forests. Okay, I think I'm going to cut that off a bit here, and I want to make this sort of work zone a bit more friendly, so that all the ores and all the awesome stuff can just get straight to the factories and be processed, so all goods can be nicely made into the factories, and the factories can depart all these things to the stores and so on. But so far, we probably should get on just building the roads, which shouldn't be a problem. It's alright if it's not really straight. I'm not bothered about that. Okay, now how are we going to do that? Okay, so I think I'm just going to have it cross-cutting through there. And I want this to be a straight road, so I'm going to make it like that. I'm just going to cut this little bit off, and boom. Brilliant, I like that. Now, just to make it a little bit more interesting, and make it all just one road lane layout thing, I'm actually just going to put these roads like crisscrossing. Just, you know, something different to have. Something a little bit more interesting. I mean, I know it's not really interesting having boxes anyway, but oh hell, if you're doing something that make it at least a bit interesting. So that should work perfectly. I'm going to leave this little zone here for future references. I don't know what I'm going to be doing here. Probably something from my electrical or sewage systems. I don't think it's that much of a big deal though. As you can see, all of our sewage facility things are working just fine, and I think I'm actually going to be using the terraform tool to oh god, this is spasming. But I'm going to just raise this land a bit because it's kind of ugly. I think that let's just raise the strength up a bit. Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh god. There we go. Just want to raise this land a bit because I don't really like. Goodness. Right. I'm gonna have to be more careful with that. Okay. Let's try that. Alright, we can smooth it. It's not a deal. I really want to make this place look kind of more appealing than what it is right now, because if we're going to be handling this kind of you know, situations with all the industry, then I kind of want to make this thing look at least half decent. I mean, I don't want this to be a total ugly, you know, the right zone. But then again, I don't want this to be paradise. So, you know, some measurements of, I don't know, something is probably going to be appropriate. That did not make any sense whatsoever, but you get the point. I mean, it has to look at least decent. It can't be that hideous as it was just there before. I think, you know what, in fact I kind of regret having to, I don't know. In fairness, I'm not bothered. So I'm just going to lower that place a bit so the water actually flows downwards and into the river or the sea or whatever there is over there, that place. Now, I don't really. I was still thinking about. And I'm sorry that this video is coming out quite late. I unfortunately did not really have a lot of time to record through, but I actually found some finally, so I'm happy because of that. Oh goodness! Now let's just try not to flood this place again. This is like one of the worst things in this game, just flooding your whole place, and that's what we're doing. Great. That's not helpful. But as you see here, we did kind of flood this place, but see, and I realized why this happened, because let's just see the flow of the water. Now we've got quite a lot of place. Every single stream that's coming from sort of this kind of part of the city is all flowing towards this one channel. Okay, this doesn't count because it's just a different sort of river. But then this whole river gets put into stress. So what I did is kind of like widen this place up. And as you see, there is kind of a fall here, and it's all kind of still flowing out like crazy. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to help or not, but there is quite a lot of water having to be sneezed out of there. Oh, look at that. Just made itself a nice little river. Actually, I like that a lot, but I'm not like going to keep that or anything. So as you see, water is flowing out of there, which I quite like. But I don't like the fact that it looks so ugly. Here we go, the bugs. Let's just smoothen this place out a bit. Okay, still looks quite hideous, but I'll bear with. Oh, okay. let's just pause that a second, because the electric line's actually kind of going in there. It's fine, it's easily fixable. There's not a problem fixing it. No problem at all. Okay, so I honestly don't really know how to make this look nice, because there kind of isn't really much ways to make it look nice. I mean, it's all quite self-explanatory. I mean, it's just a site where sewage is dumped, and I don't know, there's nothing really much to it, is there? I mean, I guess I could make it kind of more appealing, but it's still, you know, one way or another, it's still sewage work. It's nothing apart from that. I don't really know how to make it look more industrial and more proper. So I actually don't think I want to. In fact, oh god, what's happening there? There we go. That should work. Or maybe not. You know what? How about I just smoothen that and we'll go with this. Okay. So we'll have a nice little waterfall of sewage here. How pretty. I mean, it's still functioning, so I'm not really bothered with that. Yeah. I'm kind of still skeptical about that. I'm gonna have to think about that. But anyway, let's probably move on to the actual forestry place, because this place is needing a lot of... Well, this whole city's needing a lot of resources, or industrial, or whatever they need. So, we can just build a nice little forestry. And actually, one thing that I've not included just yet here is a fire station. And we can see it's put into a lot of load. Well, it's going to have a lot more load in the future, but I need a fire station, unless I have one here, which is quite tiny, and I don't think this will support everything. So tell you what, let's get a big fire station and let's stack it on here, and okay, I don't know. I don't think this will do. I don't think this cuts the chase. So, oh, actually, like that. I don't know. This kind of doesn't. No, let's put a modern one, because that's kind of more realistic, I think. So this road has no crosscuts, so let's make one. Because if there's a fire, I think they would want to use the quickest route. Righty. Let's just quickly make a road going from here. There's still spaces missing though. It's kind of annoying. I don't like when that happens. But it's okay, we can fill it with trees and make it look nice. So let's make a nice long road going through this whole entire section thing here, so they don't all get jammed. Now, alright. So that should work perfectly. So we have enough industry, we have enough sewage. I think we're going to. I think the water level's slightly lowering down. I think it is actually. That's cool. So now let's get on the zoning side a bit, because we need. Well, we don't need a lot of shops. We kind of do need them. Right. So no, that's kind of what I want with my residential zones. In the future, yeah, I'm probably going to have to make this place a bit more aesthetic as well. So I'm going to probably make it more actually appealing to live in. But for now it's alright, we just need to zone things. So I think I'm going to be using these kinds of little places to zone them through. Now let's use the more fancy roads. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright. So it goes out 1, I think. Or else I'm wrong. It does go out 1. And then it kind of like splits, doesn't it? It's kind of offset though, I don't see why. Let's just see here. Alright, it's kind of being a bummer. I honestly don't know. You know what, it's fine though, I'm not bothered. Let's just stick with that. Put it 3 out, and again, zone it with commercial. Make it all nice and shoppy. Now, all we kind of need now, to be fairly honest with you, is kind of more population zoning. So, let's stick this absolutely lovely, gorgeous whatever that is. Just I think it's a swimming pool or it's some sort of court or a basketball. No, it's no, sorry, it's a rugby pitch. Football for American football, but yeah, American football pitch. Now garage. I think we kind of will need one here and one here for when the shops are going to be busy. More parks, just to keep this place all nice and green. You know, just make it a bit more eco-friendly and aesthetic again. Right. I think that's kind of all we need to do for now. Well, no, we kind of probably could put some more, you know, leisure in here. So let's do that. Also, we might need to make some nice cross sections for the pedestrians, just so they don't get bored whenever their needs are. Alright, I actually like that quite a bit. Now all we need to do, dezone that, because we clearly don't want huge buildings growing inside here. That's alright, not bothered with that. But we kind of do need some environmental controls, so let's take some trees, plop them down, and there we go. This is for that side. Yeah, the seagulls are already getting on my nerves. It's alright, I kind of get used to them. I think what we could put in the city is... Ooh, actually, what could we put in the city next? There's a lot of things. We could put a forest in. I think that'd be pretty cool. You know what? I think we should firstly concentrate on actually expanding the city because there's quite a lot of work to do here. So, expanding these rows, yeah, super fun. Kind of won't budge with it. Oh man, this is not good. Oh really? Really? Will this not work? Oh, there we go. That works. Cool. Now we can just make some more splits and make some nice, beautiful road layout. And let's plonk some of them down. Now we kind of really want to watch out for how we control our traffic in the city, because last time I played on the very first cities of my actual City Skylines experience, then it did not really go that well, and that was mostly due to me having to be an absolute doofus and not even watch out for what I was doing in the trafficking area. So this time I'm going to be more cautious, and I'm going to probably take more caution for when I'm doing my buildings and traffic layouts, especially traffic layout. That's the most important of all things. So I need to kind of make this more aesthetic as well than just squares. So I'm going to try to kind of make it good, but then again I am not really that much of a good architect, despite the fact that I would wish to, but not really. I'm not really a big architect at all. In fact, I try though. I'm pretty sure that's what people say. That at least you try. So, well, that's cool. Not bothered if I don't succeed. It's just that I would prefer to succeed. Right, this works fine. It works fine. Not bothered. I'm kind of finicky about this turn though. Don't really like the fact that it looks like that. Let's make it that. Then the curvy bit. Okay, maybe not. So I think I'm just gonna put it halfway, then halfway, again halfway, and then halfway. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, maybe not. Okey-dokes. Again, straighten that out so it uses up quite a lot of nice space. So this place is kind of done. It's kind of going to be it's going to be more of a resort area for small housing, which I actually quite like. I actually quite like this kind of thing. Although I must also take care of the services, because if we don't have enough police and we have a lot of crime deaths, as we have here, we kind of do also need to watch out for that. So I don't even know if I have a crematorium. I don't even have a crematorium in the city. Lovely. Should we put on a nice roundabout so we could welcome everybody with a nice crematorium? Lovely. No. I am quite actually worried about the traffic here, because there's going to be a lot of visitors and everybody coming in and out. Right, so tell you what, let's just put a nice little road splitting off here. Yeah, you know what, let's just make that straight roads. Here, here and there. Maybe not there. Okay, there we go. I kind of think that's straight. Kind of seems like it. Or not. That actually does not seem straight. Right, how do we do that? Oh right, we could just... That's how you do it. How could I forget? So stupid. Okay, and that's where we could do a crematorium. Cool. Well, not cool because it's a crematorium, but cool because we're actually getting on with things. Boom. And boom. Cool. Put these crematoriums down. Now let's put some trees to make it more fancy. Which shouldn't really be fancy, because why would you want to make it fancy? We kind of... Right. Actually, I'll catch you guys later. See you in the next episode. This, unfortunately, all I have time for. Right, catch you guys later.